So let us take few more questions in digital electronics and communication engineering. First is what is depletion mode operation MOS? We have talked about MOS in the earlier section. So if the channel is initially doped lightly with the P-type impurity, a conducting channel exists at zero gate voltage and the device is set to operate in a depletion mode. What is enhancement mode operation of MOS? Enhancement mode operation. So if the region which is beneath the gate is left initially uncharged, the gate field must induce a channel before current can flow. So the gate voltage enhances the channel current and such a device is set to operate in an enhancement mode. Next is mention the characteristic of MOS transistor. Characteristics of MOS transistor. The N-channel MOS conducts when its gate to source voltage is positive, while the P-channel MOS conducts when the gate to source voltage is negative. And each type of device is turned off if its gate to source voltage is zero. Next is how Schottky transistors are formed and state its use. Schottky transistors. See, the Schottky diode is formed by the combination of a metal and a semiconductor. First of all, metal and a semiconductor. So the presence of this Schottky diode between the base and the collector prevents the transistor from going into saturation. The resulting transistor is called as the Schottky transistor, and the use of Schottky transistor in TTL decreases the propagation delay without any sacrifice of your power. So without sacrifice of power dissipation. Different versions of TTL list. This is we have seen already. TTL, that is standard TTL, LTTL, lower power TTL, STTL, that is high speed TTL, STTL, that is Schottky TTL, and LSTTL, that is low power Schottky TTL. Next is why these totem pole outputs cannot be connected together. This totem pole, these outputs cannot be connected together because such a connection might produce excessive current. Such a connection might produce excessive current and may result in the damage of the device. That is why we cannot connect them. State advantages and disadvantages of TTL. Advantages are they are easily compatible with the ICs, and second is the low power impedance. The disadvantage is first is the wired output capacity is possible only with tri-state and open collector types. And the next is special circuits in circuit layout and system design are required. Next is when does the noise margin allow digital circuits to function properly? When does the noise margin allow digital circuits to function properly? When noise voltages are within the range of VNA, that is high state noise margin, and when this V and K for a particular logic family. What happens to output when a tri-state circuit is selected for high impedance? See, output is here disconnected from the rest of the circuitry by an internal circuitry. What is 14,000 series? What is 14,000 series? See, it is the oldest and standard CMOS family. The devices are not pin compatible or electrically compatible with any TTL series. Next is implement the Boolean expression for XOR gate using NAND gates. Now what you are going to do here is, or you have to perform this activity, is that you are only going to use NAND gate, which is a universal gate. And you will be implementing the Boolean expression of XOR. XOR means when the similar values are there, means 1 and 1 or 0, 0, when they are XOR, the answer will be 0, or the result will be 0. And when any of these is variated, like 1 or 0 or 0 or 1 combination, then the result will be 1. Let us see it. This is the implementation. This is the first AND gate. So we start with A, we take A bar. And then we have B. Okay, B. This is the NAND gate. So it is going to give the result because this is A bar and B. A bar dot B and bar. This is inversion of A, multiplication of A bar and B. In this case, we are using a NOT here. So we are taking first A and then we are taking B naught, B bar. And we are combining it with the NAND. So it will be A dot B bar whole bar. And when we combine them, that will be First one, this one, dot, second one, okay, and whole bar. That will give us result as a bar b plus ab bar, and that is nothing but the XOR expression. Define combinatorial logic. Combinatorial logic. So when logic gates are connected together to produce a specified output for certain specified combination of input variables with no storage involved, the resulting circuit is called the combinatorial logic. Let me tell you again. When we connect the logic gates together to produce a specified output for certain specified combination of input variables and where no storage is involved, the resulting circuit is called the combinatorial logic. Now next is explain the design procedure for combinatorial circuits. Design procedure. First of all, we define the problem, that is the problem definition is done. Then we determine the number of available input variables and required output variables. Then we assign letter symbols to these input output variables, and then we obtain simplified Boolean expression for each output, and we obtain the logic diagram. Define the half adder and full adder. What are these half adder and full adder? The logic circuit that performs the addition of 2 bits is half adder. The logic circuit that performs the addition of 3 bits is a full adder. Now you have to draw the logic symbol and construct the truth table for the 2 input XOR gate. 2 input XOR gate. So let us see. You have 2 input XOR gate. See A and B, and you get the result of A and B. So if you closely observe this truth table, if the values are similar, then the output will be 0. 1 and 1, 0. 0 and 0, 0. But if values are different, 0 or 1 or 1 or 0, the answer will be 1 always. Define the decoder. What is a decoder? See, a decoder is a multiple input, multiple output logic circuit. So in this circuit, you have a multiple input and multiple output. This is a multiple input, multiple output logic circuit that converts the coded input into coded outputs. Coded input into coded output, where the input and output, the code are different. So we decode. What is a binary decoder? See, as we have just suggested decoder, you know the binary decoder has 2. So a decoder is a combinatorial circuit that converts the binary information from n input lines to a maximum of 2 to the power n output lines. So you have here n input line and the output will be 2 to the power n, and this n input will be the binary information. Now define the encoder. What is an encoder? So an encoder has 2 to the power n lines and n output lines. So in encoder, the output lines generate the binary code corresponding to the input value. What is priority encoder? What is the priority encoder? So a priority encoder is an encoder circuit that includes the priority function. Priority encoder is an encoder circuit that includes the priority function. So in a priority encoder, if 2 or more inputs are equal to 1, 2 or more inputs are equal to 1 at same time, the input having the highest priority will take the precedence. Define the multiplexer. What is a multiplexer? Multiplexer is a digital switch. It is a switch, digital switch. So it allows digital information from several resources to be routed onto a single output line. So there are various inputs and there will be only one output. So these were a few more questions on digital discussion. We'll be covering more of it. Thank you so much.